All right, so this is Checkmate, the Roundtable. So we've got D here, J here, me, Buzz. We want to answer all of your fans' questions. Like everybody wants to know what is up with the Cottonmouth Kings. That's like everybody. That's what everybody is asking right now. Nobody's getting any answers. We have a lot of good info, so let's answer some questions for everybody.
Yeah.
I think a good starting point is a lot of people don't know what has happened since Suburban Noise Records.
Not at all.
Everybody thinks, okay, like it just ended, but let's tell everybody what happened. Like, what happened at the end of Suburban Noise Records, up till now.
All right. Well, if you want to get into the lawsuit,
let's talk about that. So,
let's take it back to 2013, I believe.
2013. Brad Xavier, Brad Daddy X, sues Kevin Zinger, what do you call him? The owner of SRH?
Yeah.
Zinger, yep.
Okay.
And apparently part or full owner of Suburban Noise.
Okay.
I believe Daddy X owned half of Suburban Noise.
That's what I believe too. Or yeah.
Which now comes the lawsuit. They want to break apart from Suburban Noise. And, I know all the fans will kind of bitch and moan, but just for the sake of this, let's call it SRH. And I know D has the hat on there. I'm sure, Jay, you got something on there because we all were down.
Yeah.
Right? And there was not a whole lot of explanation other than we saw this free the Kings. Okay, the Kings free. However, let's go into the lawsuit. Brad sues Zinger. He wants the Cottonmouth Kings rights.
Mm-hmm.
Brad loses the lawsuit to Kevin Zinger.
And apparently countless dollars because his wife left him.
Yeah. Countless dollars for, multiple life issues. The lawsuit, I'm told upwards of $300,000. That came from good info, but it's also, we don't know the total on that. Okay. It's what we've been told. Brad X loses. So what does Kevin Zinger do?
He fucking hands over the fucking rights after Brad still loses.
So Brad loses the lawsuit, spends all the time and money, and Kevin Zinger says, no skin off of my back. Here you go. Here's the rights to the Cottonmouth Kings.
I don't want them anyway.
I don't want them. Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't want them, but I don't want them anyways. Here you go. So now the Cottonmouth Kings, which at the time was Brad X, D. Loke, original founder.
Yeah.
Dirtball.
Bobby B. Oh, wait, no.
Bobby
2013.
2013. But that was it, correct? And no Richter. That was.
Richter had left in the midst of that.
Well,
right after Mile High.
Yeah. Richter had after Mile High, there was no real mention of Richter other than there's some good YouTube videos, and that's all I can recommend to everybody.
Yep.
Is search that. There's like a 45-minute video of Richter talking about what went on at that time, and that's better than any of us discussing.
That video is actually on Suburban Noise's YouTube page, so you can.
It is.
They can go find it easily.
Exactly, it's on their legit page. So it's Richter speaking from the heart about what happened, even prior to that, up till then, and even after, because he was putting out a solo album. I believe that's what he was promoting on that, but he spoke from the heart.
Yeah, I think so.
So, however, yeah. So these guys go on tour, right? Free the Kings. That's what we saw on social media. Free the Kings, free the Kings. Which, I was in support of. I'm like, hey, I love the Cottonmouth Kings. Free the Kings. I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know, dude. I was in I didn't discount the Kings. You know what I mean? Like I was still rocking with them, but I kept on my SRH gear, and I've always understood that Kevin, kept it 100. But
let me ask you guys this: you got I'm still down, but I think you guys are more into the SRH stuff. How did you feel about knowing when Richter put on social media, him covering his spade.
Oh, that fucking killed me, dude. You know,
Uh-huh.
that bugs me to this day because that was seriously the best SRH. It doesn't even matter if it was the SRH tattoo or not. That sunset tattoo was dope.
That was
Yeah.
the tattoo. That was the
That was.
SRH tattoo.
So much branding and marketing was focused around
Right.
that, and so many pictures. You know, him holding his arm up. Man, he fucked
Yeah.
up with that.
And again, everybody watching this, go sir. We'll put the link in our video to go watch that video. But you got to hear Richter speak on all of that.
He talks
It's a lot
about
of
what. Sorry to cut you off, but he talks about what kind of made him come to that conclusion and cover it up. So yeah,
exactly. So Richter's out of the equation. We have Brad X, we have the Dirtball, we have D-Loke and Bobby B touring. They're just doing a bunch of shows. They put out what albums at the time, I know. So they had just put out Mile High. So then now we're talking about Crown Power, right?
Going into 2015.
I'm unfamiliar with that time and era. I can't even name one song off that.
Yeah, that's when I jumped back into it.
I was keeping tabs, but that's definitely Crown Power. So they came out with that album, and I feel like they did a lot of touring on that album at the time. That's what I saw on social media, anyways, and that's when me personally, I was introduced, I believe, to Chucky Chuck.
Okay.
He was on tour with them. Whitney Payton, chick was on tour with them. Kind of just a bunch of people. It just seemed like things were still popping as normal.
UFM was established.
UFM, okay, good point, D. UFM was established after the Suburban Noise SRH lawsuit. They started UFM, United Family Music. And I always wondered, because, Juggalos call themselves family. It's family. So I always wondered if that was kind of geared even towards the Juggalo community.
I think that was just Brad's shitty, but to himself probably thinking clever branding. You know what I mean? We'll get. You could spot that X branding a mile away. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's totally true. I see exactly what you're saying. So they started, and they were doing their touring. I'm not even sure the album was put out under UFM, was it?
Crown Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was okay. So it was put out under UFM. They did all the touring on it, social media, everything seems fine. The Kings are doing good. Then we get to a point where really, and if I jump ahead here, let me know, but we get to a point where social media kind of falls off. There's not a lot said. The tours are done. There was a lot of canceled shows.
2016. Yep, they didn't appear at the Gathering one year.
They didn't appear at the Gathering, and I remember Las Vegas shows, just all these shows where they were advertised, and then people on social media being like, "What happened? You guys canceled last minute." It was a lot of hurt feelings over that too.
And that's when I started to pay attention again. And I remember a couple instances where people said that they performed without X at a couple shows, and then he came back or something like people were coming in and out and
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. So they play shows without X, and there's a lot of personal drama going on, and this is not a lot is aired out on that, and I think we know a lot more than other people know. Would probably be good for other shows, but X is not showing up. I know eventually Dirtball walks away. A lot of people think he is fired. He left.
But voluntarily.
Voluntarily. He wasn't asked to leave. He wasn't kicked out. He saw what was going on, which we'll talk about maybe later, but he left. So did their producer at the time, Eddie Ruxpin.
Yep.
I don't know how many people get into who produces this, whatever. I know.
I was gonna say I was never aware that Eddie Ruxpin ever produced any Cottonmouth King stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and he was on tour with them. I don't know if he was.
I'm not sure if he did produce anything. I know he was their DJ and replacement for Bobby B, essentially.
Okay, and then maybe that's what I'm getting twisted here. Is he definitely was on tour? I thought he produced some stuff, but at the very least, he was on tour in place of Bobby B, which We never really got an explanation of what happened to Bobby B. He's a pretty
Yeah, he
pretty
just
close
left
up.
right after Crown Power.
Same as Dirtball too, and there was never really an explanation on the both of them. So they're touring. I kind of know, I 100% know firsthand, they left together on the tour. Like they were like, peace out. It was basically, we're tired of the way D-Loc is and what's going on with this business. And then we're also told Brad X, who started. If you go to cottonmouthkings.com, it takes you to ufm.com, which Brad X owns, and we know he owns Cottonmouth Kings from the lawsuit, right? Over. So, where were we?
Right after Crown Power, they're going on tour, and just people are just randomly jumping in and out. And if you're going to a show during this time, you don't know really who you're even going to see on stage, if they're even going to show up.
Yeah.
So this is a good point here. So, social media, I'm following Loc, Cottonmouth Kings. I never, and that's on Instagram. I know they had their Facebook, which kind of just stopped at one point. Like there was a certain date where Facebook just stopped posting, which was Brad. Brad controlled the Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But I more followed D-Loc. D-Loc started posting all his kind of solo stuff. He was doing videos. He was doing his daily toke. Just kind of doing his thing, keeping the legacy alive. And I know that's like one thing he was really into was keeping the legacy alive, which as a fan, I'm like, totally, dude. I personally was a fan. I feel from day one, and definitely not I didn't know who they were before anything, but I was a fan on Royal Highness. That's where I, heard about them and say 99.
But retrospectively, it's like almost like a trigger word now that he uses just to get the blind loyalty of the fans that are willing to like support anything with that fucking logo plastered on the front of it. Don't matter who is produced it, made it, on it, blah blah blah, wrote it, doesn't anything. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
and that's a tagline I remember from his Instagram. Even it was on the heading at one point, whatever you call it, when you go look at his profile.
Yeah.
Started in my backyard, sold over 1 million copies.
Yes, yeah. Over 1 million copies sold worldwide.
Yep. Cool, dude, because I supported that forever. So I'm looking at that like I was never the biggest. I was always a Saint Dog fan. I know, we talk to each other. We're all pretty big Saint Dog fans, but I'm supporting it because it's Cottonmouth Kings, whatever. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's asking, where's Daddy X? Where's Dirtball? There was a lot of Dirtball fans.
Oh, yeah. There still
from
is.
His time on there. I know that's controversial, maybe for another topic, but there was a lot of people that jumped on with Dirtball coming on. But everybody's wondering, like,
pick sides.
Yeah, and everybody's wondering what's going on. So Loc starts putting out his solo stuff, which some of it I was down with, but some of it was just, in my opinion, awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where I'm like, what is this dude doing?
I think retrospectively now, like it almost he kind of exposed himself on a level with his his elementary raps, just because it like, damn, some of that shit that come out and he still puts out.
Yeah,
it's like, man, you could tell what he wrote himself and what other people are writing, and just come on.
And
man.
that's something, maybe we're jumping ahead a bit, but that's something also I didn't know until recently was he doesn't write all of his own stuff. And, I've clowned on him in the past. Like, and a lot of people have the comments, him spelling his name over and over. But
that's what I was going to say. There hasn't been consistency over the years. And I mean, I understand people evolve, but it's so apparent. And yeah, what we get to in a little bit, it'll explain a few things.
Exactly. And, even the greatest television shows of all times, like talk shows, even like David Letterman and all that, they all have writers. People write for them. They're performers, whatever. However, so at this time, D-Loc's doing all that, and he keeps promising all this stuff. He keeps putting all these deals up, like cannabis deal. I'm going to do this daily toke thing. I'm going to do this and that, which never followed through.
DTV, and he's even got the tattoo of it on his leg still.
Yeah, he got that tattoo. And wasn't he doing like a show with Chucky, like a internet television show with Chucky?
I don't know, but I mean, Stone Town was real heavy. Him and Brad were doing that.
Stone Town, and I may be off on the Chucky thing. Chucky was doing a thing, but
Maybe
we'll research that later. So, then Loke comes out and says, "I'm making a documentary," and this was 2017. He says, "I'm making a documentary about the Cottonmouth Kings," which I was super stoked on. Like, I wasn't one of those guys before, like I am and we are now, that went and looked up all this info. But he's like making a documentary. Cool. He was posting some stuff about it. He was also, I know at the time I was ordering from cottonmouthkings.com, merchandise still.
I thought a book was in the works too.
Yeah.
Was there? Okay. I don't even remember the book. I just remember the documentary. Maybe that had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But all I know is eventually one day I went to go order some stuff from cottonmouthkings.com or the store. There was nothing on there. It was closed. Loke
Without
was
even
silent.
heads up or nothing.
No heads up. Everybody's saying, "Hey, what's up? We're trying to order." There's no merchandise. And he comes out. I'm making a documentary. He's starting to show some pictures and stuff on Instagram. And he's on McKenzie Street, which any Cottonmouth Kings fan knows. Any real fan knows McKenzie Street. That's where it started, where he says in his dad's backyard, which was also the neighbor of Johnny Richter's mom. Right?
Oh.
So he goes and I forget how the story goes, but I think he went and knocked on Richter's mom's door for the documentary.
Filming the documentary, yep. Knocked on
She answers and says, "How weird, Johnny's here, Tim's here," which we don't have to go into that. Johnny's here. And they reunited after 2013 to 2017?
Like 5 years or something.
5 years, on Kingdom Come, that's what Richter says, after 5 years, not even a letter. I don't know if you guys know that line, but
so
they talked in 5 years, which was even more according to Richter's video, which we'll put the link in the bio. Mm-hmm. If we were really cool, I'd be like, here's the link right here, and I'd be able to point to it, but that ain't going to happen. Yeah. I'm going to point here, and it's going to be like anywhere here.
We won't remember to add it.
Exactly. So they've, Loke's like, he posted a picture of them, like, doing the weird whatever it is.
Dude.
That's what they do.
This deal.
Exactly, this deal. I can't do it because I'm holding my phone. Exactly.
All the bros.
Everybody's stoked. I'm stoked. I'm like, whoa, dude! Like, this is awesome. There could only be one thing greater than this.
Yeah, if you weren't excited during that time, you weren't a real fucking fan. I'm
and
sorry.
That's when, honestly, yeah. And that's when Loke says, "Guess what, guys? New King Spade album."
Stoked. Dope.
Stoked. They went as far. New King Spade album. They made a video, which I believe it could have dropped the end of 17, but I think it dropped the beginning of 2018.
Hooey,
yeah, on the rooftop.
I think that was early 2018, yeah.
That's Kong's favorite video.
Shout out Kong.
Yeah,
shout out to Kong, dude. Like, loyal dude, right?
That was a good a decent video and a good start to get the fans riled up and get some movement in the kingdom a little bit.
Dude, that got me so stoked. Like, I can't even say, we'll get into this later, like what we all are, but I wasn't even the biggest Richter fan or even Loke fan because I was a Saint Dog fan from back in the day. But just seeing those two together, I'm like, dude, it's coming back. We've all been wondering what's going on. I don't see Daddy X, but okay, we got Loke and Richter, King Spade. I mean, that's all you need for King Spade, right?
Honest, and just real quick, after seeing Brad X jump on Facebook back in 2012 or whatever and accuse Zinger of fucking his wife and all that, I left the taste in my mouth. Fuck Brad X.
Yeah.
I was over that dude by then, so I'm cool.
Good point.
You know what? King Spade to me though is with Bobby B producing though.
And I guess that's something I never thought about, but that's true.
You know.
But even at the time, it wasn't even stated like it wasn't stated at all like Bobby B is not a part of this. Everybody, I think, just thinks, okay, King Spade's coming back. It's the OGs, right?
Yeah, I think they're happy enough with Richter and D-Loc. So
Exactly. So they dropped this video. Who we? Great video. We're all stoked. Then D-Loc comes out and says, guess what? Not only is there a new King Spade album coming June of 2018, new Cottonmouth Kings album.
Sick.
I was sick. Everybody's blown away. However, he not only said there's a new Cottonmouth Kings album, he said there's a new Cottonmouth Kings album with me and the other one OG founding member of the Cottonmouth Kings.
And right around the same time, we started seeing him just hanging out with Saint kind of solo. You could tell he was going up to probably Saint Dog or, the Apple Valley area. Just, because I live around here, I could tell the area. And, he was going up there and just either shooting the shit with them or they were, clearly working on something. So, I mean, as a fan, that's fucking awesome. Getting back to the roots, and it was looking really good, looking promising.
New Cottonmouth Kings album, D-Loc, the original founding member, and the second original founding member, Saint Dog. I was down like from that point, and it wasn't too far after that. They said, oh, guess what? We have a music video to tease you guys on this album called Smoke Weed With Me.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped it on YouTube. I watched it. I'm sure every other fan watched it. That's when I said, I've got to hear this album.
It was filmed at the, what is it? The Apple Valley Skate Park.
No, you're thinking of
Lloyd's Royalty.
Oh yeah. No, I'm thinking Lloyd's Royalty. Yeah. Oh no, but I think Smoke Weed With Me was still filmed up in Apple Valley though.
Along the train tracks
and all that.
I think it was too. I think it was filmed in a particular place we won't go into right now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later, but so they dropped that video and they posted teasing it, saying this. They didn't even drop the video yet. They just said, new album. This is a song on it. Pre-orders. Hey, everybody. Hey, all fans. You can pre-order our album and support us. Here's all the different levels. I know as a fan, I said, I have to support this. Saint Dog.
Yeah.
I'm supporting this. I know personally, and I don't think we should go into a whole lot of the pre-order, maybe just like skim over it here, but I went for the bundle where you got the 2 t-shirts, the hat, the autographed. Dude, I was going to get some autographed stuff from the Cottonmouth Kings. I had ordered merchandise, never anything to that level. Awesome. I'm supporting these guys. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They dropped the video.
Yep, I ordered mine the day it went live.
I ordered the CD.
320.
Same here, 320.
The only thing that deterred me and turned me off from placing order on it was I never saw a physical copy of it. I only saw like a rendering sketch, and I'm just like, I don't know if they're even made yet. I want to see one real, and I'm glad I didn't because I'd never still seen one.
And let me throw this out there real quick. So I have a really old Cottonmouth Kings hat that I've worn forever, and I know you guys have seen it. It was just getting real old, and I couldn't order another one from there. That's when I discovered, like, there's nothing new on the old Cottonmouth Kings website. I couldn't get a new hat, and that's when I saw those pre-orders. I'm like, hey, a new Cottonmouth Kings hat. That was like the basis of me saying, other than Saint Dog, whatever, I'm supporting this, I need a new hat.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody does their pre-orders in March of 2018.
Apparently a lot of us did.
A lot of people. I'm told the numbers were pretty impressive on everybody who did the pre-orders.
Man, shout out the fans. The other fans.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people just like us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people crazier than us too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know some of them by name.
Yeah.
But anyways, we all put our, we all work hard for our money, and we all gave them our harder money.
Yep. So new album drops 4/20/2018. We're all stoked. I'm sitting here. $4.19. I'm like, the new album comes tomorrow. My pre-order comes tomorrow. I can't wait. I don't know about you guys. I was stoked.
Oh, I was
Mhm.
waiting for mine the day before 420. I was like waiting in
Yeah.
the mail. Okay, damn, didn't get it. What the heck?
I was too, but at the same time, I said, hey, they said 420. So
Okay, so yeah. So it'll be there on 420.
exactly, which I think was a Friday.
Yep.
Also,
Albums come
I
out
was ready
on
to get the
Friday
party
these
started.
days.
yeah. So
Yep.
420 comes. I'm waiting for the mailman. I may have even taken the day off of work.
Bong rips commencing. The vibes
Dude.
are right. Here in Southern California, the weather's perfect that time of the year. The sun's out.
Stoned
Mailman
down.
shows up.
Exactly.
You don't get the
Nothing.
fucking CD.
I didn't get mine. I didn't get nothing. And then I didn't trip too hard. Then I started.
Whatever. All right, I'll be
Whatever.
there
They're gonna
tomorrow.
come in a few days. It happens.
It'll be here tomorrow. It's the mail, dude. You can't control it. It'll be here 421. I'm cool. But I even said on 420, I have to hear this album, so I paid to download it. I know not everybody did that, which I don't blame anybody. I just
Just couldn't afford it. Yeah.
exactly when you already dropped your money to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I battled with in my head was like, I already paid to buy this. Like I see it's already on YouTube, but I'm gonna support.
Yeah.
Right. So 421, 422, flash forward to next month.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. And that's when social media started to kind of question things. That's where I kept looking daily, like, it can't just be me. And that's where I saw it's not me, dude. It's everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a couple people
There-
that like
yeah.
there, and it was random.
Yep. And if you remember too, they did a show in Las Vegas too, I believe on 420.
Yep.
They sold, and I believe they even promoted on D-Loke's Instagram or Cottonmouth Kings. We did the show and we sold all of our merchandise. And I'm going, that's cool, except, we're all supposed to get ours. Like, was that our merchandise? Whatever. I'm still cool with it until weeks go by. Nothing's even mentioned. Fans are going, hey, what's going on? D-Loke's answering back. Or whoever's doing their social media.
Telling people to kill themselves or what?
Yeah.
That comes later, but yeah.
That comes a little bit.
But yeah, like, be patient, guys. It's on its way.
Yeah.
Nothing. And then I know we're not going to throw a whole lot of names out here, but the first I saw was I follow Chucky Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
And he posted on a story like a graphic that just said bad business. I don't know what else it said. I instantly knew who he was talking to and about, but I don't think a lot of people did because I don't think a lot of people knew the bad blood there.
They didn't put two and two together.
No. But then people started to question it because I know Loke responded to that.
Mm-hmm.
And on his page, that all got deleted like really quick. And that was before I was so like screenshot happy where I documented everything. But I was stoked to see somebody like Chucky speak out and tell another artist who I felt was on his level, you're doing your fans wrong. And that's exactly what he was saying. But at the same time, I thought he did something good there for all of us and was like, okay, well, after that, there's no way I'm not getting my merchandise next week.
Oh no, fuck! You know what? I know people that went and purchased DGAF gear after he had called out D-Loke.
Oh, I was totally one of them.
Yeah, like a lot of people went and bought DGAF shirts because they're like, oh, fuck Kingmaker and all this shit now.
Yeah, and that's what I saw him, yeah, exactly. He was saying, hey, this is bad for all of us. And I mean, I don't know if you guys saw that, but
heck yeah.
It definitely was because it made me question. I was already buying, DGAF gear at the time. I can't say not because of Chucky. I like what DGAF stands for or whatever, but it made me question, like, am I going to do another order on the small independent deal here? Does this ruin it? Like, this is the Cottonmouth Kings. How are they not sending stuff out? So, but okay, so now we're in Kingmaker era, right?
Yeah.
They went from Suburban Noise UFM to now this label Kingmaker,
Mm-hmm.
which everybody is under the impression that Kingmaker is something D-Loc came up with.
Oh yeah. Even the
Yeah,
name
I figured,
sounds like
yeah, the
something you
name.
would make.
Right?
They're
King.
making kings. Yeah, they're making kings out of whoever buys his shit and listens to his shit.
Mhm.
Exactly. So let me tell you real quick. I know you guys know, but let me tell people listening what Kingmaker is or
Yeah.
was. Kingmaker started out as a cannabis company, Kingmaker Cannabis. It was a genetics company, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a long story behind it on how the two met. However, the owner of Kingmaker Genetics met up with D-Loc, said, I want to start something music based around my Kingmaker Genetics to promote my Kingmaker Genetics, which by genetics, we're talking about weed, strains of weed for all you squares out there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start something based on that to promote it. Let's do some compilations here. Let's put a bunch of music artists together that are like-minded, that, talk about weed, whatever. Let's just promote Kingmaker Cannabis with Kingmaker. So they started Kingmaker Music. Sounds good, right? But instead they put out Kingdom Come, which I don't know how you guys feel. And I still listen to it these days. I had talked to you guys, so I know how you feel about it.
It's pretty good. It's decent.
Yeah, I was listening to it today.
It's great to have.
When I heard it, dude, I was so stoked. 420, I heard that album. I'm like,
Oh fuck yeah,
dude, I was so stoked. I'm like, my wife is already sick of it because I've heard it 50 times. You know what I mean? And she's just
fuck yeah.
She's into heavy metal. Listen to something different. Fuck this, whatever. And I'm like, no, dude, this is my favorite Cottonmouth Kings album ever.
Mm-hmm. Saint Dog's back.
Saint Dog is back, and he
killed it.
He killed it.
Yeah.
However, let's talk about this real quick because we kind of glossed over this, but Kingdom Come comes out, and even when they're promoting it, D-Loc says, this is Kingdom Come. 2 OG members, the original members of the Cottonmouth Kings are putting this out. We have a special guest we're going to feature.
Yeah.
Kingdom Come featuring Johnny Richter.
Yeah. And it's like, what? Wait. I thought he was back.
Or I thought he was an original member featuring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever, though. We heard it, and I'm like, dude, it's sick to hear the three guys rocking again. I didn't really care about the, Bobby B's not there. Daddy X is not there. However, isn't X on the intro?
Yeah.
Come out, Kings, or whatever he says at the beginning.
And isn't that just some reused audio right there too?
Yeah, I think it's from Endless Highway.
Okay. So I saw people on social media, they were stoked back that they heard Daddy X in that intro. Everybody, Cottonmouth Kings are back. To me, they're back. Except my merchandise isn't here.
Yeah.
What's going on? Everybody is reaching out.
Yeah.
I kept seeing people saying, hey, relax, guys. I got my stuff. Be patient.
Yeah, I don't know what you're tripping on.
Yeah. I'm being patient, but what's up? So Loc, we won't go through this too crazy, but Loc gives a couple addresses saying, 1, our fulfillment company screwed us. 2, our second fulfillment company, they screwed you, guys. I'm taking this into my own hands. I'm sending these orders out myself.
And we started seeing fans getting delivered the autographed D-Loc boxes. The super stands were cutting them out and framing the D-Loc autographs and everything.
Dude, I saw him post that on his story, and I'm a fan right there. So I'm like, I hope that's one of my boxes, and this is worth the wait. I get a D-Loc autograph, man. He packed it himself, and it was great.
I was zooming in on the addresses, trying to see if I saw my address.
Right?
Yeah.
Same here. But guess what? I didn't see mine. I didn't get it. Whatever. I kind of got over it at that point to where it was then I started just reading the comments. I actually unfollowed D-Loc and the Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah.
And I felt I was being petty doing that, but at the same time, like I had reached out, I had messaged every account, Cottonmouth Kings, D-Loc, Kingmaker Music, Kingmaker Cannabis, all the accounts I messaged, no response. And then just even the PayPal. Let's talk about the PayPal.
Yeah.
Everybody sent money to the same PayPal. We see this name, William Mosley. Who is this guy?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a fake name.
Thought it was a fake name too. I mean, now personally, I know a story behind it, so that's maybe another story for later. Did we lose D here?
I'm here.
Okay, cool.
All right.
No worries, dude. That's
All
cool.
right, cool.
Okay, so we're all wondering, we see where our PayPal's going. We start questioning. Now it's getting to be September, October. I've reached out to Saint Dog. Saint Dog's replied to me back, and he said, "Yo, dude, I'll do everything I can to get you your order." And I was cool about it. And he was so cool. Like he responded within like 15 minutes of me
Damn.
messaging, just saying, "What's up, dude? I'm trying to get," told him my story. He said, "I'm going to do everything I can to get you this order. Just so you know, I'm ashamed that I'm a part of this." I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but that's what he told me, and I
No.
respect it.
Yeah.
He said, "Dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm on that," and that's what clued me in. That's where I was like, something's going on here, right?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I knew something was up when he started, because right around then he was promoting SRH,
Right?
and I just assumed he would be on Subnoise too, but he's on Force 5 Records.
Yep.
But the fact that he wasn't on Kingmaker Music, he wasn't a Kingmaker artist as well,
Right.
and he's on Force 5, that was a red flag right there for me.
Yeah. Which I'm down with Force 5. I thought that was a cool connection, but at the same time, I started seeing the SRH stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually cool with that, and something's going on. I don't know what it is. And I think that's all about the time. As fans, we divided.
Oh, yeah.
You were on one of two sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were on Loke's side and Cottonmouth Kings, or you said, bullshit, guys, what's going on?
Well, and before the fans were already divided, because a lot of us were, like me, I was still loyal to Zinger, too, even though I would still listen to Cottonmouth Kings. I still kept all my SRH gear, and I always kept my respect for him. I always believed Zinger's side, and he got a great interview, too. I suggest you look up on YouTube, people, but...
we'll drop a link for that, too. Anything we say, we'll put in a link, probably down below, or it might be like somewhere.
But yeah, the fans were definitely divided, and like
fans were divided. But at this point, now we're divided into you got your pre-order and you're happy, or you didn't and you're questioning it. But if you're questioning it, everybody's jumping down your throat like, "Hey, it's only been 5 months. Why are you so upset?" You'll get it. D-Loc's busy. That's what I kept hearing was, you don't understand what it's like to run something like this by yourself. You just don't understand what it was like. Nobody understands how crazy it is to do this but we're being told somebody else is handling it. And at the same time, we're seeing videos from Loke saying, "I'm handling this myself."
Yeah.
So
and about this time, I think it's really important to address.
Yeah.
D-Loc starts messaging people hateful messages
Uh-huh.
that were just simply asking and inquiring about their order. That's all.
Yep. And I can read one right now.
Please.
The screenshot was sent to me by a longtime fan, and D-Loc says, "You got no life, you broke, bored, no having by piece of shit. Fuck boy, go get a job. Getting FR your phone, LOL. You're possessed by me, ha ha ha. Get off my nuts, you flea, you disrespectful piece of shit. I hope this message eats you alive. KMK for life, fuck off, bitch." With a kiss face emoji.
And
that's from D-Loc of the Cottonmouth Kings to one of his fans.
Yes.
Which
and we know this fan. He's a loyal fan. He spent a lot of money with these guys.
Hardcore fan, and even to this day, after all that, I know this guy's still a fan and I don't fault him, but at that same time, I personally, that's how I got connected with this guy. He sent me the screenshot personally because D-Loke at the time, I commented, he said something, he posted a picture, I think, of his brand new kayak to go on a trip, and I made a smart ass comment like, cool, so that's where my pre-order money went.
Yeah.
Hope your kayak doesn't sink, with my money, like whatever. Dick comment, maybe, but at the same time, we're talking October when I was supposed to get something in April.
Yeah.
So Loke comments, so you want to be that guy. But that's all he said to me. And then like a minute later, I get a DM and it's from D-Loke. And he says, all right, bud, you want to be that guy? I suggest you stop being a fan and kill yourself.
Wow.
And that's when I'm like, wait, this guy just told me I wanted to know what was up. Maybe I was a dick about it, but reasonably I was a dick about it. And you're telling me stop being a fan, not let me help you. Let me I'm sorry, dude, whatever. Stop being a fan and kill yourself. And that's when I found out about the other message that D just read.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so I'm not the only one. That's what pissed me off. I'm a grown man. I could think
a lot, and that's the thing that D-Loke forgets. He's not 1998 anymore. It's 2019, and a lot of us fans, we follow each other on social media, and a lot of us started to post screenshots of our DMs from D-Loke, and a lot of us started to compare notes, and we had a common theme here.
That's where I saved mine. I screenshotted that. I'm like, dude, this isn't right, but I'm a grown man. I can tell, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me you can say whatever you want about me. It's going to roll off on my back. But then that's when I realized I'm not the only one he said this to, and everybody else is a grown ass man. Everybody else, I'm not trying to be a baller here, but the pre-order money didn't matter to me. It sucked that I didn't get it, but I saw comments of guys saying, Loke, I spent my last, $15 to get your CD. Like, what happened? And you're telling people to go kill yourselves. That's why I got personally offended for the fans.
Yeah.
For everybody else. But so let's kind of get past that. So that all gets swept under the rug, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No mention.
Loke never mentions
no open apologies.
No apologies. No, hey, this something happened.
Matter of fact, quite the opposite. Sorry to cut you off, but he goes on the record on that one interview telling, I think it was a magazine or it's somewhere online, you can find it. He's telling the fans that they need to be grateful, that they need to thank him for keeping the legacy alive, and that pretty much that everybody's just ungrateful pieces of shit.
That was actually the LA Times, I believe. That's a little bit late, but perfect example. That's what he eventually came out and said was, you guys need to thank me for keeping this legacy alive, when he didn't mention any of this. So here's what's going on. Here's what to do if you're a fan that didn't get treated properly or whatever. He just...
you guys are ungrateful.
Yep, we're ungrateful. So then Kingmaker Music decides, in the midst of all this, guess what? We have another release. Let's release The Harvest, which was the original idea behind Kingmaker, was a compilation of lifestyle related music, right?
Yeah.
We had Sober Junkie, $20 Profits, I think some solo Loke. Judge D was on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is probably another good topic for another day, of how that song was and how it ended up being on that.
Oh yeah.
People we had no idea who was, like Rhymes, IMC Rhymes.
Yeah. Our first introduction to people that had almost little to no promotion before that.
Yep. Little to no promotion, and as I think, fans were looking at also like I said, I'm going to call it all SRH because I don't want to say the whole name for it. That was all like a whole certain type of genre. Maybe I'll look like the bro. thing, but Kingmaker was not that, and none of those people fit Cottonmouth things.
Yeah, shout out to everybody for having their own unique style, but like it was almost clashing genres, if you will.
Yeah,
like country
100
rap with some rip hop, and yeah,
exactly. There was like so many different, which I'm cool with. There's so many different styles, but not for what they're trying to put out. So they put that out,
and not in one performing act to go see at a show. It's just it is weird.
Exactly. They put that out. They do like a whole. Did they even do pre-orders on that, or was that like a?
Yeah, they had the bundles and everything.
Okay, because at that point I'm going. I'm not giving those motherfuckers any more of my money.
I mean, yeah, I was like, if you order this, you're a fool. Because I think I was still waiting for my CD that I eventually got, but only after hounding them for it.
I was still waiting for my shit, even though I think we talked. D and I talked. October hit. We're counting the days. Going. This is the last day we can file our complaint with PayPal.
That's when I filed one.
Yeah.
I did too. PayPal was really difficult to work with, and I ended up not getting my order or my money back because they were so difficult to file a complaint with that I was just like, whatever. I don't.
You know what? My apology. I got my CD earlier that summer because I was listening to it all summer. I'm sorry. I actually got it. I want to say in May or something.
Okay, so that
a month or two after it came out. So yeah, some people like me. I'm here in Riverside, so I'm close by. But yeah, my apology. I did get mine pretty soon.
Yeah,
but
I'm not far away from where you know where I am, but
yeah,
I'm not far away either. But that didn't seem to matter for what they were doing. But that just goes to show, though, some people did get their stuff, and those were the people. I know you weren't one of them, but there's a lot of people like, hey, I got my stuff, so chill.
Yeah,
like we're not allowed to voice our opinion on. We didn't.
Yeah, I felt like I had to ask and bug just to get mine. So I was super hesitant on ordering anything else, and I was skeptical and really only still listening just to kind of see. It's almost like a train wreck, you can't look away when you can tell there's, you can see the writing on the wall.
And that's where I was personally, like I had unfollowed all the whatever, maybe salty me unfollowed, but I was still keeping every day. I was looking like, okay, what's being said in the comments?
Yeah.
Just like, I guess getting satisfaction and knowing, and not satisfaction, but just knowing like there's other people still out there asking for their shit. And that's when we all, I think, kind of started talking more like, oh, so you still haven't got, like, what have you done? I've reached out to this person. We're giving each other tips on maybe here's who to contact.
Yeah, everybody started comparing notes, and we started seeing the D-Loc threats, and it was crazy.
So then the Harvest comes out then. So I think I want to say this is November to December.
Yep.
D-Loc's solo album, Ripperside, or better known as Rip Off Side.
Yeah.
Comes out. And I feel like that also came out. I'm sure they did pre-orders on that shit too, but it kind of came out like it was just out, right? I mean, I don't feel like there's a lot of promotion for that.
Not much.
And again, I wasn't supporting that. I'm going, okay, so this is the third album in, and I still haven't got my thing. I had at that point been in touch with somebody from Kingmaker who was like, and this was like my third contact with them. They just didn't know it. Saying, I'm so sorry. I'm going to get you your stuff. What's your info? But at that point, I'm saying, I've said a lot of dickhead shit on here. I'm not giving you my info. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, I don't.
What terrible promotion of Ripperside, because it's like, what solo album can you think of that doesn't have a single? Like, there wasn't even a single off that or anything promoted. Nobody. It's like, dude, it just was so put together and half-assed.
He did put out a song from that. There's a video.
Mm-hmm. Gone.
Strong. Is that
I remember that? Yeah.
But again, like if anybody wants to go back and watch that, it's all on their Kingmaker YouTube. Like, what an awful song, an awful video. Like,
yeah,
They knocked it out of the park on Smoke Weed with Me. Loyalty is royalty. Then they got to what's the third one they did? D?
Headstrong or
Head Spin,
Headspin.
It's
Yeah.
been.
which was just like
I kind of like the video of that. I like the attempt of it. We'll say.
okay. See, I saw it after the other two and was like, what happened to did they not pay their production guy? Because they went from these two great production videos to like, is this Deluxe? Like,
I like the set design, but yeah, the production was trash.
yeah, I get it. And they have Deluxe standing behind the turntables like he's making the music too, which bugged the shit out of me.
Yeah, and I understand. I mean, you can't, not everyone's going to be a winner, but that one definitely stood out.
Okay. So yeah, Rip Offer side. I feel no real promotion for it, and even like shows, they were still just doing and we kind of really glossed over the shows.
Yeah.
Maybe we could bring that back, do a different segment on that, but the shows that I guess we kind of dropped it there on the shows. Huh?
I did go to a show November 9th, the Chicago area.
Who was there? The Cottonmouth Kings, right?
Yeah, Richter, Loke, and Product.
Okay.
The Cottonmouth King.
Just them, no merch, and no supporting artists from the Kingmaker label.
Was there an opening artist for that one?
Some group from like South Dakota, no affiliation with the Kingmaker brand.
I mean, can you guys imagine back in the day going to a Suburban Noise concert and just some local opening acts open, nobody, not OPM or nobody open for Cottonmouth Kings? Like, what?
Yeah. So, and all due respect to Product, DJ Product, shout out to him. He's been a super cool guy, but that's not the Cottonmouth Kings.
No, yeah. He's not, he's not the OG feel. He does a great job standing in.
Yeah.
He needs to, but it's not the same.
Nah.
Just like this fucking new guy's not Brad Knoll for Sublime. It's some things you just can't replace.
Exactly. And that's maybe we'll always compare him to that, but it wasn't even like it wasn't the Cottonmouth Kings, and they were still billing it as the Cottonmouth Kings, which I think we should go back and talk about their shows. Okay. Let's go back real quick, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah. We're going to jump real quick back in time.
Back in time, dude. Let's maybe right here we can have some cool effects. It's like,
it's all right.
Back in time. We're back in time 10 minutes. Kingdom Come comes out and they start saying, we're going to do some shows. Our first shows in San Diego, Brick by Brick.
Decent venue.
Which I'm near San Diego, and I'm saying, I think I want to go to that show. But I had something inside me saying, that's not going to be the show they're advertising, because D-Loke posted a video, and it might have just been a story, the live story on Instagram, which for anybody talking here or listening, we're Instagram based. So most of the stuff we talk about is YouTube or Instagram.
Yeah.
He posts a video that's our first rehearsal. It's Johnny Richter. And at the time, it was an unknown DJ. They weren't showing the identity of the DJ. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Johnny Richter, Saint Dog. We're having our first rehearsal for our shows. Then they showed their second, third, fourth, fifth rehearsal for the shows, but none of them include Saint Dog.
Yeah.
It's all Loke, Richter, and at the time they showed, hey, it's DJ Product, which probably a lot of people were introduced to Product at that time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, hardcore fans of what he was involved in the past,
I believe he's Head PE's DJ.
Yeah, Head PE. A lot of people do know them, but I think a lot of people don't. But DJ Product he's a real dude.
Yeah, it's been easy to forget. A lot of time has passed.
Yeah, so people are like, okay, that's cool, but why? And even people in the comments were like, where's Saint Dog in your rehearsals?
Yeah.
No, like, real mention of, okay, where he is. So the first show comes up in San Diego. I believe it was June 2018, San Diego, brick by brick. I'm not sitting in traffic for this shit if I don't know Saint Dog's not there. Come to find out, the next day when I look on social media, guess who wasn't there? Saint Vicious, you know?
Yeah.
So let's flash forward to their next show. Do they have flyers? Saint Dog's going to be there.
Yeah. They were, and on the social media, they were still promoting it with pictures of them three.
Yep. And they were even saying, people were saying, is Saint going to be at this one? And there's,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's,
Some
you know,
places were showing pictures from like 10, 15 years ago.
yeah. I saw some pictures of like X and D balls. You're like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be there, but we want to know. And they're saying, yeah, everybody's going to be there. Everything's cool this time. 5 shows go by at this point. No Saint, no real explanation. So do we go into why he's not touring the first show?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm told by good info, legit, Saint Dog showed up to the first rehearsal. And I don't know if a lot of people know this. If you look at the videos, he was straight out of incarceration. I don't know if he's in prison or just county jail. He's straight out. You can see like he's a different Saint Dog. He has a kind of a different style from his unique style already, which I was super down with. Like, smoke weed with me. I'm like, what's going on with Saint? I love it. I support this.
Yeah.
Same time, I'm told he can't, straight out, dude. We don't know what's going on, but he showed up.
Him.
Yeah, we support him. He showed up to rehearsal, maybe not up to par and able to like really perform. And I don't want to, speculate other than what I was told.
Yeah. Anyways, from what we're told, D-Loc wasn't feeling it apparently.
D-Loc wasn't feeling it, and he basically was like, we can't do these shows with you, dude. So like, you got to set this out. And Saint Dog took the high road on all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody was wondering. I saw him even on social media. People hitting him up like, Saint, what's up? He took the high road. Obviously, he had some legal issues, and that's what he left it as.
Yeah.
Everybody respected that, dude. And everyone's like, okay, cool. But it got to the point where his explanations weren't matching. Like, hey, I'm either on parole or probation. I can't perform.
Yeah.
I mean, it just wasn't making sense. And people were getting bummed by it,
Oh, yeah. A lot of us wanted to go to a show just to see Saint.
Just to see Saint. Like, that's what a lot of the support came from. And I know a lot of people were bummed. Like, he's not going to. I even still see this to this day. People are still posting comments like, next show, is Saint going to be there? Like, people are still asking.
Yeah.
Because he is, the Cotton. Him, D-Loc, and Richter are the Cottonmouth Gangs.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings us to, he never performs with them. It's all just ever Loc and Richter performing. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So we're going to flash forward to like December here. Rip Off for Side comes off.
Yeah.
No performances from Saint. It's all Loc and Richter. Everybody's already calling it Cottonmouth King Spade.
Mm-hmm. And that was the last release on the Kingmaker, right?
Well, I think so. Unless you count Sober Junkie.
And Rhymes, who were supposed to have EPs out earlier this year.
Yep.
Now we're going into 2019.
Yep. So Sober Junkie, was really the last actual real release, even though that's like a super gray area. But Loc comes out with a statement in 2018, December, says, he puts a video out on his Instagram and says, guess what, guys? He kind of brings the whole like you fans are ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
What's that lie about? Like, you should thank me for keeping the legacy alive. The legacy is me and the only other original member of Cottonmouth Kings, Johnny Richter.
Mm-hmm.
We go back to Kingdom Come featuring Johnny Richter after he said the other original member was Saint Dog, which,
Yeah.
in my opinion, they all three are, but
Yeah.
he discounted Saint
Yeah.
Dog.
He would not acknowledge him anymore.
No,
Yeah.
and he even went as far as to say, me and Johnny Richter were the only two people to ever write music for the Cottonmouth Kings. We're the only two real Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. Fuck everybody else. If you fans don't support us, you're haters.
Yeah.
It was a bullshit statement, which I think at that point a lot of fans were still divided.
Yeah. And but with that statement, I think he turned a lot of the remaining fans off with that.
Exactly. And that's where I think us personally saw the shift there. That's when we all started getting these messages because let's make no bones about it. We've been trolls. We've been everything. There's a lot of shit we're not going to admit to.
Yeah. You all have seen us.
Yeah, you all have seen us like more than you even know. You've all talked to us.
Mm-hmm.
We're all affiliated kind of with the same conglomerate. Shout out Kingmaker.
Yeah.
That's when shit really started to happen, where the fans started to divide.
Yeah.
Going, what's going on here, you guys? Right?
And where's it going?
Where's it going? So we're like January, right?
Mm-hmm.
Loki even puts out, was it January we put out that list of this is all the new Kingmaker stuff?
Uh-huh. New KMK album, Kings for Life, set for 420 of this year.
And
along with Sober Junkies EP.
Mm-hmm.
Which they even had a release party for.
Right. Yep.
They not only had a release, they had a concert for something else, Cottonmouth Kings, but only Johnny Richter and D-Loc. Then they had a release party after that for Sober Junkie EP that never came out. That never came out.
Unless you caught Sober Junkie that one evening that he was on Instagram Live talking about how people were holding him back and that he was
threatening to sue him. Yes.
Yeah. Then he was going to get sued if he released his album, so he was just going to give it away for free and to email him, which I actually did the evening. And shit out Sober Junkie.
Dude, major props to Sober Junkie. I was not, initially I was not on board because I was salty or whatever. And he was my type of music, but he's a talented dude. He's also on the lines of Saint Dog where he was just humble. He never...
Mm-hmm. He took the high road.
Yeah, he took the high road, dude. And I have respect for that. At the same time, there's a part of me that says, dude, that's not me. I would have been blasting motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know.
But he has his own thing going, and he's
got a lot of passion.
Vegas, if you guys don't know Sober Junkie, if you're in Las Vegas, I mean, look him up. I was there in February and saw a billboard with Sober Junkie's name on it.
Yeah, he's getting out there. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. So I'm not worried about him, but at the same time, I was kind of like, dude, that's fucked up. Everybody on the comment, I started looking at the comments, Kingmaker music and all that again. People going, well, I ordered the Sober Junkie EP. Where is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not on the site. Either I ordered it and it didn't show up, or it's not available. People were saying they ordered it and didn't get it, but I think it was on there or it's not available. People were saying they ordered it and didn't get it, but I think it was on there very briefly, right?
I don't know. He emailed it to me for free, so that's it.
Yeah. Which you passed it on to me. I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Much love to him. He's doing his thing, whatever. So let's see, that's February. So beginning of February, Cottonmouth King's Instagram goes silent.
Yeah. Whoa.
Like February 2nd was the last post.
Mm.
I was looking every day because I wanted to see what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
It just was silent, no like answers, nothing. D-Loke's page, nothing. D-Loke was still posting, but like
Yeah. No mention of it.
no mention, just Family Guy stuff. He had his kid, whatever, Hey, I'm never gonna hate on a family man, whatever.
Yeah.
I am gonna hate on, people, but whatever. He was just like doing that thing. It was all about him, the
Yeah.
family. He wasn't answering anybody's questions. And at this point, February, 75% of the fans now have questions. What
Oh
the
yeah.
is going on?
If you're not asking where your order is, you're asking who's still in the band, and you're asking, is there going to be any more shows? Everything's questionable.
Or even, are you guys going to actually do the show? Or because they were even canceling shows at the
Oh
time.
yeah.
Several shows in 2019 that were billed and then canceled. So people were wondering, but Loke's not answering. So let's fast forward. Well, it's not even fast forward, but February, Loke puts out a statement while he's doing his tumble dry in the laundry room. Says, and this was after, so he had promoted for a little bit, right? The new album, The Chronicles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nobody really said what it was, but he promoted The Chronicles. So everybody's singing. I personally was like, this is a new album. I thought like D said where he promoted the Kings for Life album.
Now, see, I thought the Chronicles was going to be a new, like Cottonmouth CD.
Yep.
I thought it just didn't have the logo on it because I thought, oh God, X is since the official Instagram was down. I figured X was hitting them back with like some lawsuit shit or something, and just told them like, hey, you can't use the logo. So it was real interesting.
And that's where I think we were all on board on that. Like we know our info, so we knew what was going on, but at the same time, like that could have been a factor. Like, did Brad get involved in this? That's why there's no logo. Loke's promoting it, and then he comes out with the statement of, "Hey guys, I have some big news. I'm gonna drop on y'all soon."
Yeah. Hashtag spaded noise sub noise life or whatever.
Which he didn't. He hashtagged it a couple times, and he didn't get it right either time. Like the same.
And he never said anything else about it still.
Nope. Still, yeah, still. So then a week later, everybody's waiting for this announcement, and he puts out a new video. This says, the guy from I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't know how long the video is. I didn't like really listen to it all. There's another version of the video that's way better. Shout out again, Kingmaker. Go, watch that video. But he basically says, I have nothing to do with Kingmaker. This person robbed me, stole from me, ran the business into the ground. I had no idea what was going on. I had nothing to do with the day-to-day operations. Can you guys add any more?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. He was just like separate himself from completely from the situation, saying, "Hey, I don't have anything to do with this anymore."
Right?
I wasn't aware of the album. I was just promoting 2 days prior and hyping up, but hey.
Yep. And I wasn't aware of any kind of weird stuff going on the Kingmaker store. Like,
Yeah.
thank you guys for letting me know that you guys are getting ripped off. I had no idea. Thumbs down right there. That's where I was.
Totally.
Prior to that, I'm like, that's bullshit. But
yeah, they dropped the line.
That's where if you go back to that Instagram post, there's like 500 comments on that thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
400 of them are people that finally see like these hardcore fans that we've battled with for months that were like, you guys, how can you guys say this stuff? You guys are ridiculous. Are now like saying what we've been saying this whole time.
Exactly.
Like woke, we call them, woke stands.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag woke stand, dude.
Hell yeah.
Like, And there's still been no explanation since that. However, we've heard one side of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like kind of one important side. There's two sides we need to hear to this. So if for some reason Loke wants to speak out, which he should.
Or even Mitch Hines or Rosie or anybody affiliated with D-Loke or D-Loke himself, if you want to come on here and, tell your side of the story, it'd probably be beneficial to not only you, but just the legacy.
And that's the thing. It has to come from Loke at this point. Like,
Really
how
does.
has he addressed the fans at this point?
Or Rosie.
Or her, but even like, that's where I first started when she broke the whole thing. Like I saw in a comment, Kingmaker Music,
Yeah.
somebody said, "Hey, I haven't got my order yet," and I see her reply, "Don't support."
I've noticed that she'll be the first one to
Yeah, that was about a week or two prior to Loke finally putting out his statement.
Yeah. She's the only one who would even say anything though.
Right.
We wouldn't get anything from
Are you?
Oh yeah, no. We're saying how.
Yep, keep going.
How we don't get any answers from D-Loke, but Rosie would jump in there, kind of giving little hints at what's going on, but not being real descriptive.
The Chronicles.
Exactly. Okay, so this is where we'll start the edit right here. So I see on Kingmaker Music somebody commenting, what's up with my order, blah, blah, blah. I haven't seen it. X Lady Misfit X, aka Rosie, D-Loke's wife, baby mama, whatever, replied, "Don't support Kingmaker Music. Don't support this guy. He ripped us off. He ran our business into the ground."
Mm-hmm.
Things fans have been saying since what? A year ago?
Yeah, but still no explanation from D-Loke.
Still no, and that's what I kept seeing. I saw somebody reply like, "Okay, this is all fine and all, but there's a lot of fake accounts going around."
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Hey, with all this shit going on, why isn't Loke speaking out and telling the fans? Like, why is he not addressing the fans on this? If you're saying we shouldn't be supporting this, why is Loke not coming out and saying that?"
Mm-hmm. So I think by then about 85 or 90% of the fans are like, "What the fuck?" And it's important to add at this point, a lot of people who were super dick riding, just nut swinging fans till the end with blind loyalty, they started to post comments now. Hey, asking D-Loke, "Hey, what's up with this?" or talking to other fans, expose shit.
Yeah, they're not getting answers, and that's where people are just getting like, that's my number one, people who, all three of us and all of us,
what we've been told, and it's one side, and it makes sense, and it all adds up, but you know what I mean.
And for the side I've been told too, I'll just throw this out here, like money was taken initially, money was instantly spent without others' knowledge, to where merchandise was not fulfilled, merchandise was not printed. I mean, like D said, he went to a show where there was no merchandise.
Right.
Like, I don't have a band, but if I did and I went to a show, I'd have like 10 t-shirts to sell. You know what I'm saying?
You think.
Right? And that's because of a reason, because they were kind of bankrupt out of the box,
Yeah, and I remember on social media, somebody, former associate of the band, posted about how fans were putting gas in the tank, and they had to use DJ Products credit card to book flights.
Yeah, and that was a legit book flights and rental cars and whatnot, and that was confirmed by. We'll let anyone else speak out about, if anybody questions that.
Yeah,
where that came from. That was on Facebook on some pretty legit.
Yeah, in the comments.
Yeah, not only
horse's
comments,
mouth.
somebody legit posted that whole thing
Yeah,
about,
they could find it.
exactly. So let's see where did that bring us?
I mean, that just about brings us to present day.
Uh-huh.
The split of, we know he's going back to SRH, but we don't exactly know what Kevin's plan is because really, what can you do for D-Loc at this point?
So D-Loc's posting all this stuff that says Spaded and whatever on his hashtag. Yeah, this album, The Chronicles, is getting posted on Kingmaker, right?
Mm-hmm. With all his former arch, rivals at this point.
Let's see, Chucky Chuck confirmed, right?
Ryan, who no longer fucks with them.
IMC Rhymes, Saint Dog was confirmed. Coralie, the producer of everything that they did, 90% rhyme writer of Lokes.
Yeah, and no longer affiliated with D-Lokes either.
Exactly. So all these people that were friends, associates, are now putting out an album called The Chronicles, but there's no D-Loc.
Yeah.
And all he's saying is don't support this.
Yeah.
So, that's where a lot of us fans are still like, I think there's still a lot of people waiting for him to say something.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's one or two people out there that just will keep following blindly.
Yep. And I see those people, I don't want to throw anyone's names out there, but there's actually a few of those people on Instagram, and a lot of them get battled by. I see the comments. It's like
a lot of them are just like frumpy ass fucking washed up bro hoes from back in the day, and we'll just leave it at that.
And they say we don't care about the personal life, but D-Loc's a great guy because I saw him at a concert and he waved to me.
Yeah, he looked me in the eyes from 75 feet away.
And he's loyal to everybody, but it all goes back to in April when this Chronicles album comes out. There's going to be like one huge bombshell that hasn't. What's today's date? The 25th, the 26th of March. 26th. This one bombshell has yet to be dropped.
Oh, fuck about
who's going to be on the Chronicles album.
And
but it shows you loyalty.
Yeah, shout out Chucky Chuck too. He's gonna be dropping his album. I'm thinking I have some info on it too.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. I mean, he already dropped the one song, Lame, that.
Yeah. Good deal.
You don't have to be, a mathematician or whatever, educated person to know what he's talking about on that, and it's
written about a certain somebody, you could tell.
Exactly, and it's all legit. So
yeah. But yeah, I mean, as of now, we're just we're waiting to see what's next, and I guess anybody's guess is as good as ours. But we're just trying to fill in the other fans a little bit with what's been going on and what's gotten us to this point so far. Because
definitely, and I mean, we've become the source where people come to us with a lot of inside info where we don't want to be dicks and put it out there, but the fans are asking. And the fans do deserve to know, and that's where I see in the comments where people are like, "It's their personal lives, whatever."
No, shout out
King
Faker for the platform for allowing us to come on here and fill you guys in too. This is pretty dope. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a long time coming. I know it's been talked about amongst a bunch of people, and shout out that we were able to do this and get this out there for the fans. That's like what we care about is the fans. We're fans deep down, and
and yeah, and any other questions from any other fans, go ahead and message it, and maybe we'll answer them in the next episode.
Yep, I think the easiest way to do that is I think a main point of fans being able to communicate is King Faker Music on Instagram.
Yeah, reach out to them, and they can send us any comments, questions you guys have, and we'll address it on the next episode.
Yeah, and same, kingfakertv@gmail.com. I know that's a pretty easy email for everyone just to get questions to. And I would like to hear from the fans and either side. Like, you can tell me, like, we've been told everything, we're pieces of shit, people are going to kill us, to thank you for all the info. Because that's the thing, we get of info that we put out there.
Look at it like this, people. We're just pretty much the reporters of the kingdom. We're just here to bring you the unbiased opinion, because at the end of the day, we're fans first and foremost.
Exactly. We want to hear both sides of this. That's where, if Loke would ever want,
lies.
This is the truth right here. That's all we care about is the fans, and we want to hear both sides. We have one side right now, and that might even be a whole nother episode for this, is the one side that we have right now.
Yeah.
To go off of, which to me speaks volumes. If one person doesn't want to come out and speak, something's going on,
Yeah, and everything we've been told adds up. But that being said, yeah, we're always going to leave an open line. We're always going to have an open line of communication and an open invite for anybody who wants to come on here and tell their side.
Exactly, unbiased too. Like, say it was Loke wanted to come, I would listen to what he had to say, and I would be objective. Like, let's hear on what we've been told by a lot of people, though. That's the thing with the info we've been told is not just by one person, two people, a handful of people. I would say a half a dozen people have told us.
Former members, former associates, whatever, which have you.
Yep. People that would blow everybody, listening, it'd blow your minds as to who has spoke out to us.
Yeah, and they might find out soon enough. Maybe some of those people will come on here.
Yeah. That's all. We're here for the fans. We want to get this out. Checkmate. This is the roundtable. We plan to do a lot of these. So I think stay tuned on all that.
Absolutely.
Shout out to King Faker. Shout out to Red Bull.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So,
Yeah. Shout out. Thank you, Red Bull.
Dude.
Thank you.
I'm the only one right now. I apologize, but it's a little late where I am. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, King Faker, too.
Thank you for anybody listening. I hope if you have any more questions from this, feel free. We'll put all of our contact stuff out here. Exactly. I think next episode is what D has there, SRH, like what's going on. We do have some inside info on that.
Yeah, it's just right around the corner, too. Stay tuned, people.
Right around the corner. There's some major stuff dropping. If you want to hear, stay tuned.
We're getting developments every day.
Exactly. We're your source for the kings and queens.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.